Trash Taste is a podcast with attitude that hits different, hosted by the boys. They cover amazing topics like shitting on America, shitting in general, just lots of talk about shitting, and their crew consists of 3 people, hence why the boys, it's not a single boy. One of them is 99.9% British or something, I don't remember, ultra British guy, Connor Dog VA, but his actual name is Monkey Brain, and it is also one of the common topics discussed on the podcast. Next up is the Hentai Man, also known as the Anime Man, but that's his second name. I guess people don't use it as often, And don't forget, Gig UK. His contribution to the podcast is also amazing. He'll actually talk about gacha games. Is that all there is? I'm pretty sure he also likes spicy food. Now, the reason they're called Trash Taste is simple. It's mainly because of Grant, but there's other people. Grant, sorry. That's his actual name. Talk about real names. They also have other names such as Joey, Connor, and Grant, but we don't talk about those. I'm getting sidetracked real hard though. There is a good reason why they're called Trash Taste. It's because they know nothing about food, literally. Grant, I keep calling him the wrong. Grant. He's got the weirdest shit in food. He likes burgers, but without the buns, just the plain meats. Like, what the fuck? You gotta follow the secret formula. You can't just eat the patty. That's not how it works. I can't stop drinking tea. On the topic of tea, Connor, as you can tell by his name, VA, he does voice acting, and he likes to talk about that shit, but despite his amazing voice acting abilities, he doesn't know shit about music. Hence why, Monkey Man. Oh, and I guess he also doesn't do story in video games. He doesn't like dialogue. Basically anything that requires you to use your brain, that goes out of the window with Connor. His tastes in food, however, are normal, unlike the other 2. Now, I'm not dissing you, like kind of am, but like, who wouldn't diss a man who likes gacha? You got money, and you spend it on anime waifus? That's understandable to a degree. Look, I've got some sick Lego Bionicles going on, but you can feel those in real life. But you don't spend your money on figurines, though you have a lot of those in the background. Now I can't show you because I've got nothing here, it's just a plain fucking wall. And that brings me to the next topic, special episodes. They do a bunch of those where they go out and do some weird or not so weird thing. It depends on your perception of weird, I guess. It's basically a great time for everyone, apart from them. It's a great time for everyone watching, that is. Examples include spending a certain amount of money, I don't remember, I'm not gonna check because I'm way too fucking lazy for that, on anime figurines or merch in general, going out on drifting episodes, going cycling across Japan.
I wanna die.
And they have guests. Now, guests are one of the best parts about the podcast. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, wait, when are you gonna talk about anime? They're an anime podcast, right? Look at the people who are there, like Connor, who, as far as I'm aware, only watch JoJo and nothing else, but he watches it religiously. There's the Anime Man, who literally has anime in their name, and Grant, who makes, or Gig UK, I guess, for the uncultured swines, who makes anime of the season videos seasonally. But to your surprise, they don't talk about anime on the podcast. I don't think that's what it's about. They'll have you believe that their garbage palette is related to anime taste, but it is in fact related to other stuff, like food, video game choices. Okay, maybe not video game choices. It's supposed to be an anime podcast because the people who watch them, they come for the anime at first, and then you stay for the bands. Is that word even legal anymore? Because I remember people complaining about it like a few years ago. Is that? I'm not keeping up with the internet. Who gives a shit? Let's move over to the guests again. I keep getting sidetracked real fucking hard. It's a problem, really. As far as guests go, they get all sorts of people, literally. Imagine, it's gonna sound mad, but they've had a cross-dressing lady beard pro wrestler who also does martial arts and has been in a journal before, and more. They've had some singers. They had a special drift guy, like a really cool guy he does drifting. That's all you need to know. That's fucking cool. They've even had a VTuber on their podcast as a guest. Now I won't tell you who it is because go watch the video for yourself, or at least look at the thumbnail and think, yo, how the fuck does that happen? And then you click on the video and you're like they literally integrated a 2D character into the 3D space, and it's amazing. You should definitely check it out. But days are another thing they like to discuss here on the podcast, which is pretty expected, considering how much they talk about shit. It's like second nature. Anything ass related, swamp ass, throwing little bags of feces at glassfuls. That's the Halloween special, go watch that as well. Now, another thing you just have to keep in mind is that the episodes are 2 hours long. That's 4. 2. We get 2 hours of content a week. That's amazing. It's so well edited. Their editor is Mudan, I believe. If I'm wrong, then don't beat me, or rather do in the comments, because I'll get your interaction. And out of those 2 hours, there's no point when you get bored, because from start to finish, they've always got something interesting going on. There's not been a single episode where I got bored halfway through and quit. There was already 45 episodes out, and they still make them weekly. That's 90 hours of content. Mind blown. And you can watch that shit whenever. Stick some of those AirPods in. Listen to the podcast while you wipe your floor with a broomstick, which I don't have, so I'll have to edit that in. You can watch it in the background while working on a project with your headphones unplugged and you're actually listening to it on some speakers. You can turn that shit up to full blast in the kitchen while cooking something and your stovetop vent is going at it. Just overpower the volume. And don't forget to clean your stovetop vent. Apparently grease can gather on that and it falls down. Yeah, those are bad times. Just wash your vents, please. It's very important. Otherwise something a little sun's gonna fall out from it. Oh, but guess who got sidetracked again? That's right. The person with awful attention span. Which is another great thing, because when there's 3 people talking all the time, there is never silence. Honestly, I've listed so many reasons I don't see why you wouldn't watch it. But if you're somehow still not sold, there's more. There's some special episodes which aren't related to going out into something. For example, the hentai episode. All the 16-year-olds are already gathering up. I see. Okay, I've gotten your attention, right? Easy as that. Now, of course, if you do like anime, don't worry. They still do talk about it. It's just not the priority, because at first you come for the anime and then you get the bands. Now, the boys like to argue about lots of shit. That's what good people do, right? Good friends, I mean. You know, they don't go all sissy-pissy with each other. What a great fucking term. I don't know how I came up with that, but I'm gonna use it from now on. They don't go all sissy-pissy, they go all out hardcore on each other. Hi, this is me post-editing, and I just gotta ask, what the hell was I thinking when I said that? I mean, I'm keeping it in. And then everyone in the comments is concerned. Are you guys still friends? Did you fucking murder each? Like, why are you so angry? No, that's what people do, and they talk about friends as well. So if you got none, you can feel like you're part of a friend group, because let's be honest here, if you're spending so much time on the internet, you're probably a lonely motherfucker. Without the last part, just a lonely guy. Anyways, the one thing that unites the boys is video games. That seems to be the only thing they can all fully agree on with. They can agree on with. They agree with. Yes. God fucking damn it. As it turns out, their taste in video games are pretty normy and civil. Civil, that's the important part. There's nothing outrageous going on. Whereas with anime, they've all got their guilty pleasures when it comes to anime. But video games, it's already honestly pretty normal. Now, of course, if you want to know what those guilty pleasure anime are, check out their episodes. They talk about it. You get a good variety of everything. Whatever topic it could be, whether it be living in Japan, because as it turns out, the 3 weebs, or I guess 2 of them are weebs and 1 is a normie. You can probably guess who, the British guy, Connor. Now, truth be told, there's actually 2 things they unanimously unite on. Is that how you use the word? Probably is, right? But I won't give out too much detail, because once again, my job here, or I'm not, of course it's not my actual job, I wanna spread the goodness, okay? Go watch it. If I haven't convinced you, I don't know what the fuck else you need to be convinced. Write it down in the comments. I'll tell you exactly why you're fucking wrong. It seems like my job here is done. do go watch the episodes, they're good. I'll link it in the description. I've done everything I could to promote them. If there's something I forgot, well then I'm fucking stupid, and you should definitely tell me how wrong I am. Bye!